I have some new tour dates to announce. We've added a 4th and 5th show in Toronto on August 23rd and August 24th at the Elgin Theater. It looks like a beautiful place to be at, and I'm really looking forward to that. Tickets for those shows are available now, theovon.com/TOUR. As well, we will be adding future shows for Houston, for Phoenix, places that are selling out. I don't want you guys buying crazy overpriced tickets on resale sites. So make sure to check through theovon.com/TOUR, and we'll come back to those cities. So just be patient wherever the shows are if you happen to be missing out. And thank you so much for your support. We also have a few tickets left for Medford, Massachusetts. We will come back to Boston as well, so don't break your bank. New York City, Las Vegas, Uncasville, Connecticut, and or Uncasville, and Atlantic City. Get all your tickets at theovon.com/TOUR. That's all Return of the Rat Tour. We now have Be Good to Yourself crew necks available in light blue, maroon, and cement. That Embankment Gang color, you know it. Check these out along with the new Windbreaker at theovonstore.com, and thank you for your support. Today's guest is a host, a creator, and an interviewer. He's known for his Sundae Conversations on Barstool Sports, and he is a friend that I just got back from a hunting trip with, doing hunting turkey. So we did it, and we'll discuss it. Today's guest is my friend Caleb Pressley.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song I will sing it. I'm on stage.
Oh, man. Dude, I feel,
You're insane, dude. That's too long.
you think you're rattling, boy. Dude, your head's rattling.
You sitting there for too long, I think.
You do? It's just 10. I mean, we did probably about 13 minutes in there.
Yeah.
There's dual, I mean, I feel damn fancy saying this. There's 2 ice baths now in my garage.
Dude, damn, dude. Like, what's even the purpose? Have you ever even had someone come over and do it with you before?
Never. This is the first time. That was the closest thing I've ever been probably to kind of queering around with somebody, I think, dude, honestly. I don't know if that's, or just not, I don't want to say that. That was probably the bravest thing I've done with another man.
And it's like 32 degrees out, too. So it's not even warm when you get out.
Dude, I just feel like,
I just got to recover for a minute.
yeah, I feel like a bunch of snow just tried to fuck me. That's what I kind of feel like.
The weird thing, though, is you feel like when you're in it, you feel good. After the first 2 minutes, you feel like I just could have swam in there. I kept saying that.
Oh, like if a seal would have swam up, I would have been like, oh, hey. I feel like it would have been very...
At least they are separate.
The 2 ice baths?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Dude, there's nothing, I don't think. Is there anything more homoerotic than 2 men in 1 ice bath together?
Dude, do you think anyone... Okay, this is a weird question. Do you think it's possible, physically possible, after 10 minutes being in the ice bath to get an erection? Ooh. In it, you can't leave.
Oh, no way, no way.
You can say anything could happen. Like any type of visual, mental stimulation you need.
Wow, that would be almost better, I feel like, than Dana White's slap fight, I think. You know, watching that. Like, if they had an underwater cam.
First to pop.
Yeah, first to pop, dude. And we're just the refs on the side. Yeah. But it would have to be a clear tank, you know? And also, I think you'd have to get a certain, like, it'd be so hard to get it all the way to the top. I don't know. Sorry, we were just in these ice baths. So I got these Blue Cube ice baths. They sent me one a while back, and then they sent another one. And they're awesome. I've just never. And now you can sit two men facing each other in them. And this is the first time I've ever done anything like that. So thank you, dude.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
And so we're both we just got out.
I've been trying to convince you, dude. We've been hanging out. I hope this podcast doesn't suck because we've been hanging out and talking for literally the last 6 days.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday.
Oh, man.
So we've been together for a week talking. So
this is the longest relationship I've been in probably 5 years.
But I've been trying to get you to get in the ice bath with me in Florida where it makes sense.
Yeah.
Where it's not 32 degrees when you get out.
That's true, man. We got out and it was like, I'm trying to think of what it does. It definitely, I was just talking about this with George Kittle. It really heightened. It's like, you don't want to do it. It changed my whole moment, though. My whole energy's kind of changed now.
Good or bad?
I think good. A little while ago, I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I'd done a little bit of vaping. I was feeling like shit was going south, And now I feel a little different.
Yeah, you're in your cabinet eating on those cookies.
Well, I was trying to get my
like my blood sugar is not very good right now.
I think my blood sugar was either down or up, so I figured I was gonna fucking give it a cookie. Dude, we went hunting, man. That was crazy, kind of. I feel like, or that was interesting, I guess. I mean, there's the only two things I ever say that things are. So.
I say they're insane.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
It was an insane trip. Well, that was the last time I was on here with you, we were like, we're going to see each other at hunting.
Oh, that's true.
And then it got kicked down the road because I went to the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And then you lied about it.
I didn't lie. You guys hit me with that stuff on the airplane where you guys surprised me, you and William Compton.
Dude, you told me to kill myself.
I didn't say that really exactly. I said, don't be a bitch. I said, don't get all like, the hospitals that was during heavy COVID, I feel like, and there was a lot of like, they were getting people hooked up to ventilators.
Dude, I was on a ventilator and you told me to pull the plug.
Okay. Fucking show them who's boss, baby. Take them training wheels off and fucking lung up, homie.
I had an infection in my throat.
Okay, I'm not going to say it's
okay, we get it. Okay. Understood.
Got it.
So it happens.
I don't know.
Okay. I go in and they put me under anesthesia and I go on a ventilator. They basically didn't give me a choice. They're like, you want that or you want a trach? I was like, I'll take the ventilator.
A trach? Is that the thing where you have to be like this?
Yeah, it's like, I'll take the ventilator.
Yeah.
So.
What would you say to people who say...
And then, so.
That'd be the craziest if you had one of those smokers things. Like, what would you say to people who say, are you the throat goat?
And so anyways, I'm on this ventilator and they have my arms strapped down. And I'm on anesthesia, like on all the drugs.
That's Bill Gates, dude.
You know the drugs?
Bill
The
Gates,
drugs?
dude.
I was on all of them. I'm fucking strapped down. The only thing they don't want me to do is pull out my ventilator. Yeah. And you send me a voice message. My mom's like, oh, Theo sent you something. You want to hear it? They're trying to cheer me up. Yeah. She hits play, and it's like, quit being a pussy. Pull that shit out. Walk out like a man.
Sorry, man. I've been watching some David Goggins videos, I think. I was trying to bring you back. Dude, they had you on a fucking ventilator. You had a sore throat, bro. That was during COVID where people were dying. You know how many old people and kind of, I don't want to say like thicker people, but, you know.
From Nashville.
Yeah, from Nashville. Yeah, it's a lot of thickens out here.
Yeah. Do you know what's the craziest part about this story? I lived, at the time, I've moved since, but I lived 5 minutes from the Nashville hospital. From Vanderbilt.
Okay.
And 5 minutes from the other hospital that's in Nashville. And I'm not going to throw it under the bus because they did a good job with me. And I chose the other hospital over Vanderbilt.
Wow, really? Because Vanderbilt's like a esteemed place, I think.
I think it's like one of the best in the country.
Yeah. And you chose what the other ones? The other ones, I think, a Chick-fil-A.
It was not joking. It was a 7-minute ride on Uber to Vanderbilt and 5 minutes to
Oh, dang.
So I was like, gotta save this time, dude.
Yeah, let's save a few minutes here. Next thing you know, you're on a trach. They had you in a full body cast, bro, for a sore throat. They were doing some stuff to you. It seemed like, I don't know. I think I just wanted you to. People were dying, dude. And then you guys said you did. You know, I got that text on that airplane, and that's when Will Compton said that you died.
Yeah. So when I got out, Will Compton comes and visits me in the hospital, and I told him what happened. My family's telling him what happened because it was funny afterwards. I think it scared them in the moment. And he's like, well, let's send a video. Let's tell Theo you died. Tell Theo you did it and you died. So he texts you and he was like, dude, did you hear what happened to Caleb? And you hit him back right away. You're like, what happened? And he was like, he passed away. And then he immediately took a photo of me doing like this in my little gown. But then you're on a plane, so
The photo didn't come in.
the photo didn't come.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm absolutely gutted. That's what he said with the photo, I guess. And so that's all I got. And then that Wi-Fi kept cutting in and out. Yeah, man. I remember I was literally crying in my seat. And then there was like I don't want to say a gay guy that was in there, but some guy kept like.
You want to say it?
All right. Okay. Yeah. There was a guy in there who didn't mind, I think, being around other naked men. Okay. Specifically the backside of them. Okay. And I'll say this, that he, for some reason, I think when I was kind of teared up and stuff, it gave him like an opportunity to kind of like
Slide in.
Yeah, like slip into this fragile boy right here. But I bucked up and kept it together. Yeah, and then when I landed, I found out that it was a joke and you were still alive. So
Do you and Will still have beef?
I mean, I would say I'm not super fond of somebody that's gonna, first of all, not even fake their own, at least fake your own death.
Yeah. Don't throw me under the bus, under the grave.
So I think that, you know, and they have like a show, I don't know what it's called, but they do it. It's yeah. It's like they're on like a little bus. Or it's
But
like,
with the tall guy.
yeah. The other guy played football here, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they're on first of all, they're on a little bus, which is like, not saying that's where they belong. But
Short bus.
Yeah.
It's just a short bus.
They're on a short bus. And yeah, I would say this.
Would you fight him if you saw him?
I don't know if it would be on site, but I think if somebody arranged something, I would say this. Do you think you and I could beat them in a fight somewhere like I don't know if like rough and rowdy that Barstool does, or something.
Do we have guns?
I think maybe one gun is hidden in the ring somewhere.
Oh, first man to the gun? No, if it's equal opportunity for the gun, I don't think we win.
Really?
But if we have them.
If we bring guns.
What if it's equal opportunity? If they think it's equal opportunity, it's like right in the middle. And it starts and we pull out guns and kill their ass.
Yeah. Yeah, like Compton, I think his eyesight's real bad, and he has CTE. He has CTEFG, dude, I saw.
That's between you guys, man.
Well, look, they work for the same company.
Taylor got some new teeth.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They
See,
look
that's
good.
fucking rich shit, dude.
Yeah, because his other ones look good too.
Did they?
See, Will has new teeth, but his other ones didn't look as good.
Oh, really?
I thought they were fine. They look good for a football player, but you could make the argument once you come out of football, it made sense. Taylor had good looking teeth,
Yeah.
but he's had too much money. He's like, I guess I'll get some new ones.
Yeah, it's crazy when people just get extra teeth. And what do you do with your old teeth? You just keep them somewhere, I guess.
Do the new teeth go over your old teeth?
Oh, I don't know. Like a nickel package. I don't know what he's running in his mouth.
I don't know. I really don't know.
He's running like a 4-3 line in his mouth. I don't know. They had I remember there was this homeless dude, and he had kept all his teeth in his pocket, and when he would smile, so he didn't have any teeth left. When he would smile, he would just go like this and show you his teeth in his hand. So he would smile like with his mouth, and he would get them out and fucking and show you all of them. So you got to respect that kind of shit.
Dude, I'm still shivering.
But yeah, I wouldn't say I got beef with them, but I'll just say this. If somebody wants to fucking put some meat on the grill, I'll fucking watch it cook in front of them boys. You know?
I mean, I like both you guys. That's insane to hear. It's sad to hear. that you guys have that kind of relationship. But I mean, it sounds like Will's kind of done some stuff to you, specifically Will, and Taylor's probably been around in the area,
Yeah.
and it's not good stuff that he's done. So
And
I
Taylor keeps
understand.
faking injuries, I think, to get his contract money still.
I mean,
I mean,
someone's got to pay for the teeth, dude.
that's true,
What?
dude.
You want to play? He lost 40 pounds.
Look, I'm saying this. I'm not putting a bounty out on Taylor or anything, but if anybody rolls up with the ivory that's in that dude's mouth, all right, I'll pay you heavily for it.
Like
That's all.
stealing somebody's chain. You wear it on the podcast. You wear his teeth on the podcast. It's crazy.
Dude, one time I went on safari and we did some comedy shows in South Africa and we went on safari there. And a guy, this like guy that was, his family had owned a diamond mine, right? So they were like, I'm not going to say they were like, they had SLAVEs or whatever.
Right.
But I'm going to say that anybody that owns a diamond mine is, they've done some stuff or whatever. So they took us to their land and they had all the animals, like everything. They had all the rhinoceros, giraffes, everything you could have. And we got to see all of them, right? It was crazy. You're driving around like tons of acres. You got to see all the animals. And then 2 weeks later, they sent us an email. It was like some poachers had showed up and they had the rhinos when their noses were cut off. The ivory was gone.
So people came in illegally and killed off.
With a chainsaw. They're like, some guys showed up with chainsaws and just.
Well, dude, that happened that happened this weekend on our hunting trip. There's poachers that came in and the guys shot at them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They shot over them. I don't know what we're allowed to say or what we're supposed to say.
Yeah, well, we went turkey hunting.
Someone got shot at, you know?
Somebody got shot at. Yeah. But I think, we went turkey hunting this weekend. And we went with Michael Waddell. And so you bring up a picture of Michael Waddell there, Riley Mao.
Back there beating off, huh? No.
I don't know if he's that guy, really. Let's get to a picture there of Michael Waddell. Bro, that's Mikhail Whittle, okay? That is not how you fucking spell. No, Waddell, this guy. This guy looks like a fucking nutsack. Sorry to say that. He don't look like a full one, but he looks like a couple parts of it kind of put together. There you go. Nope.
Damn.
Waddell, boy.
Whittle.
Waddell. There we go. We went out there with Michael Waddell. And now this dude hates turkeys. Is that okay to say?
He's the Osama bin Laden of turkeys, dude.
Yeah. He's Osama Butterball Laden, dude. This guy. So we get out there. What'd you think of it, man? What'd you think of the hunting?
Well, I thought it was 50-50. It was 50% fun, 50% very, very boring. Terribly boring, and 50% really fun.
Yeah.
I like the parts where the part that stinks about hunting, I thought, is like you're out there and you kind of think of it as like a chill vibe where you're with your boys and you're maybe popping a beer, talking, listening to music, but you can't drink because you have guns. There's no music because you have to be quiet. And then half the time, my boys, you were in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't throw me into the car.
You were?
Okay.
Dude, when I got a turkey and you were in the car.
Well, let's tell everybody exactly what happened. So first of all, we go out there, all right, and you set up, you bring like these little tricks and stuff. You bring like little like fans that are like camouflage little, and you're like just geisha girling out there in the field, like trying to hide behind this fan. And you kind of you go set up and you hide somewhere.
And Michael's also like to set it up like the number one turkey hunter in the, I guess, world.
Oh, yeah, this guy could just shoot an arrow into the air and it would land in a turkey.
He won like a competition of turkey calling nationals.
Yeah, he's like one of the best turkey callers ever. So he's got that verbal on him. Mm-hmm. You know, he's definitely he's like the Pavarotti of turkey callers. So he gets out there. So you kind of setting up, and then he's like in the distance. He's like, do it. See if you can do it. Yeah.
He gave me the thing. I wish I brought it. We could have called. We could have used it.
I know.
Could have showed for real. The funniest thing is he'll be like, all right, everyone be real calm. These guys eat ants and dirt. They can see every speck of dirt. It's what they eat for a full-time job.
Yeah, they eat spiders, buddy. So if they can see that, they can see you.
And then
so they have amazing eyesight. So that's the thing. You have to sneak up on them.
So we're all sitting dead still because he's telling us. And then meanwhile, he's running through the field. He's got the fucking fan going. Like, dude, they can see you for sure.
So
and he has a fake turkey, and he holds a fake turkey in front of him. Like, they can't see him because he's hiding behind this fake turkey that's about this big. He's holding it in front of him like an invisibility cloak.
Yeah. We had like 5 guys hiding behind a little bitty fake turkey. Like, it was crazy. You want to be ready for springtime, and you want your mealing to be ready. You want your dinner table to be. You want it to have dinners on it. Meals. Look at that. That guy's got a meal in him. Look how happy he is. Look at his family. They're all mealed up and they're feeling joyous. Factor can help. America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. God, they make good meals, I'll tell you it. Get nutritious, chef-prepared meals delivered straight to your door, leaving you time and energy to tackle everything on your to-do list. Do the other stuff, the swim lessons, the guitar lessons, or even just a family. If you want to do if your family wants to do a dang, what's it called when you get something out of them? It's called exorcism. They'll help. You'll have time for it. Factor has delicious, flavor-packed meals. Choose from keto, vegan, and veggie, calorie smart, and protein plus options on the menu each week. 34 chef-prepared, dietitian-approved weekly options. Enjoy meals for any time of day with breakfast options like egg bites, smoothies, and more. Plus, replenish your supply with an assortment of 45-plus add-ons. They got all types of snacks for you. They'll do it. Head to factormeals.com/Theo50, the number's 50, and use code Theo50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code Theo50 at factormeals.com/Theo50 to get 50% off your first box. Head to factormeals.com/Theo50. We often hear, try it free for 30 days. You hear that a lot. And that's just enough time to try something and then forget that you've tried it. And you get billed by that subscription or service. Before you know it, you're paying for it and for months or years probably. And you can't afford a meal or something for your child and your family's left you. With Rocket Money, you can change that with a few quick taps. That's right. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Over 80% of the people have subscriptions that they forgot about. That's a lot. Like that streaming service or that beef mailers, and they're mailing you damn beef. You got damn, ham hocks hanging out the mailbox and stuff, and dogs are barking at you and everyone. Well, stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/THEO. That's rocketmoney.com/Theo. You simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. No more long hold times with customer service or tedious emailing back and forth. That's rocketmoney.com/Theo, rocketmoney.com/Theo. So, but anyway, the crazy part for me is, and first of all, I'll tell you why I was in the car. So we did a couple of spots where you make the calls and everything. Nothing showed up, right? It was like waiting for it's almost like if you order Uber Eats or something and then it just doesn't show up or whatever. The guy's lost. At a certain point, it's like, oh, fuck it. I'll just go put something in the oven.
But sometimes we would see him. Like, it would be like if you saw Uber Eats, like it's got close to your house, so you go outside to grab it. And then he kind of just creeps up and then just drives past your house.
Yeah. Yeah, they had all types of so anyway, so the turkey, you go out there and you make the sounds and stuff, and we didn't get them, remember? We didn't get them.
No.
So we had retired for the day, the first day.
Yeah, like 2 hours. We were out there 2 or 3 hours, and we said that's enough.
Right. And at that point, we all got in the truck and we were leaving. And at that point, we just drove past a bunch of turkeys. Like, we'd been in the woods looking for turkeys.
Well, DE was like, I saw some gobblers over there.
Yeah, so there's another guy that was with us, and he's like I guess he's like a land man, he kind of is like a, part man, part myth. He kind of hangs out at the camp. This fella named DE was his name. And that's not I guess it's not a whole name, but he gives you half of it. You know what I'm saying? He keeps his cards close.
Yeah, you kept saying dyslexic Ed.
I don't know what it stood for. I thought it was Ed, but he had the letters tangled up. But, so we get out there and then we're riding off and DE goes, I think I've seen a couple gobblers. Okay. And so gobblers are turkeys, I guess, right? And so there's always everybody saying, oh, there's a couple gobblers right around that bend over there.
It's a buzzword for sure.
Yeah, it's a buzzword, dude. And so
it's like saying synergy in a business meeting.
Yeah. Or saying zeitgeist. People always say, oh, it's in the zeitgeist, So anyway, somebody's like, oh, I saw a couple gobblers over there. So next thing you know, we drive past like a bunch of turkeys, and they were like, I guess they were like on break or whatever, because I guess the turkeys are like out like trying to hide from us, and then they all take a break. Anyway, we couldn't find any turkeys that morning, so we're leaving, and there's a bunch of turkeys just like, they're like resting their legs on the side of the road. Some of them are sitting in ice tubs. They're all like, it's behind the scenes. We're driving through like behind the scenes
turkey BTS, dude.
Yeah, turkey BTS. So they're like, all right, let's go get one of these gobblers, all right? So these guys are like, all right, we're going to go get one. Because Michael Waddell does not he don't let a turkey live. He don't want to let a turkey live.
No.
Man. He is, when he locks in on a bird, he locks in on a bird.
And he's very, very, very nice and very, very charismatic to people. Mm-hmm. But that you can see does have that switch.
Oh, it fucking switches
After
on him,
3
man.
hours, we're like, maybe let's go back and get some breakfast. Because we've been up since 4:40 in the morning, and he was, maybe we stay here.
Yeah.
And kill these fucking turkeys. Okay, dude, we'll stay around for another minute.
Yeah, dude. If you even fucking mention Thanksgiving, he'll just fucking come on you.
Yeah. He kept on saying all these turkeys want to do is fucking fight. And I was like,
yeah.
Is it just the turkeys? Who are we talking about, dude?
Yeah. So anyway, we parked the truck. You guys get out and go back into some woods and come back a few minutes later with, what happened?
Dude, the turkey walked up on us. Like, this sounds crazy. It was probably 7 yards away from me. But dude, what are you going to do? Like, we have been waiting all day. We go out there. We drive all the way to Immokalee, Florida, which is far for everyone. We're doing a hunting trip. We've been planning it for 6 months. We're wearing camo. Woke up at 4:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm holding a gun. We're looking for turkeys. And I see one 7 yards away. What am I supposed to do, dude?
7
Put
yards.
the rifle down?
Yeah, I don't know. Now, look, man, you guys went and did it. For me, it was just like, we'd done it. We're leaving. We see a bunch of turkeys fucking playing they were playing like badminton on the side of the road. So then it's like, all right, let's go kill one of these bastards.
They're like, oh, y'all out there. Someone threw me a peace sign. One of them.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it was like they seemed to. It was like, I don't know. I felt like the hunt had kind of ended a little bit for that morning.
It had.
And then also the thing about turkeys is, dude, these turkeys they're 2 years old, bro.
Well, they're fully mature. That's what he told me. I don't really know, but he said 2 years old is fully mature turkey. He's ready to die. That's what he said.
I don't know about that, bro. But can he buy? So he can serve his country, but can he buy a beer? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay. But I just felt that was the part for me that was a little sick. Like what if it was a 2-year-old kid out there and you're hiding in the distance, right, making sounds, like, oh, give me that back, or no, it's nap time. You start making shit, and he comes over, and then you shoot him with a fucking gun. That's the part for me that wasn't adding up, man. It was like you do all this trickery to get them to come over, and then they're only 2 years old.
It's deceptive. It's a deceptive business.
Yeah. And then you literally blow the bird.
Yeah, we blew the bird's brains out. Yeah, there was some sad parts to it.
Yeah.
Also, dude, when I shot that rifle, the whole time, my only concern, it wasn't not a rifle, it was a shotgun. The only concern I had, because I think that was the only time in my life I've ever shot a shotgun. I never shot a shotgun. I can't think of one time that I've done it. And my only concern was I had shot other guns at like the range or whatever. And I was thinking every time I got earplugs, I was like, is this going to be loud? Like, don't we need earplugs? And I was like, no, you're good. Dude, I shot that thing. Dude, it sounded like a bomb went off. It was like, for like 3 hours. The next day we went back, I wouldn't even hold a gun. My ear was hurting so bad I wouldn't even hold a gun. Like, these guys are insane. And I said it to him like, oh yeah, I was like, we can't even really hear that good anymore. I was like, he probably can't hear me right now. And he literally said, what?
Oh, we're going to get some gobblers.
Yeah, it was loud. That's how I would describe it. It was loud, but we ate him. So I think that makes it like...
Oh, they cooked it up immediately. And now look, I mean, it was a great experience. It was awesome. It was like, it was interesting. You know, I didn't know what it was going to be like. You know, I mean, you go out there, you kind of set up. I think I've always want to fight something hand to hand. So I think it would, to me, it seemed like if I got a blade on me or a sword even, I would go out there and fight a turkey. But I think, you know, the little bit of like, let me hide behind this tree and make a sound of another, you know, young animal.
And we didn't say this, but the sound is like, so it's basically a horny bird.
Yeah.
Like we're supposed to be a hen. We're pretending to be a hen.
Right.
Trying to seduce a horny turkey.
Right. That's like, say you're at a rest area, right? And you go there's some dude out there smoking against the wall, right? He's out there just smoking a cigarette. And you go inside the men's restroom or the women's.
Right.
And the window, he's smoking right outside of a window where you can, inside of the restroom now. And you're like, oh, come on in here and get this cooter, baby. You know, come on in here and just slide up in this slick wallet. You know, you say shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And at first he's thinking, oh, that's some bullshit in there. That ain't real. He keeps puffing his fucking Winston out there.
Yeah.
And then finally you just start yelling like, oh, come and just snack on these titty nipples, you know? And finally he puts that cigarette out. It's like, all right, I'm fucking.
Had enough.
Yeah. And then right when he comes in,
Pow!
yeah, you fucking blow his brains out. Yeah, I would have liked to have got one. I would go again and do it. I think who you take and who you go with is definitely one of the best things. Like your buddy Cole Holcomb came with us, and that was really interesting.
It was fun. The most fun to me about the whole trip, though, was by far just the in-betweens of the hunting.
Yeah.
Like going back, we went on a walk. It was fun. We ate. We had good food. We had a guy come over, tell us funny stories.
Yeah, this guy Ira Dean came over from this band Trick Pony. He came over and was telling us just a lot of stories. He used to live with Johnny Cash, and he told us a lot of stories about that. Yeah, and it's just beautiful. You're out there. We're in like the Florida, like not the Everglades, not really where it's swampy, but where it's like it just is kind of like maybe high plains swamp. No, it's just not wet, really.
Not wet at all.
Yeah. But
Like
we saw a
just
lot of
outside.
a lot of alligators.
We saw tons of animals. We saw some deers. You were saying you saw some things trying to act like deers. It seemed like everyone was trying to act for us. Everyone was putting on a show for us. It was like DE and all them. They were cooking good for us. They put us up, and even the animals, sometimes they seemed like they were trying to do a show for us.
Yeah, well, deers always act like every time a deer stops, it like acts like it's like auditioning. Like it's like on a photo shoot, you know, like every deer, even if it's like 60 yards away, it's just like, you know, they always just kind of like stop and stare. It's almost like they're modeling or something, you know? And we were supposed to have ostrich out there. That was one of the big selling points for me is you guys can come out here and, you know, gun down on a couple stretch out here. And I don't know if are ostrich like trans birds or something. They're very...
I don't know, dude. That pink. I mean, I don't know where they fall. I don't know that was a true thing that they were supposed to be out there, though.
Yeah. I think that was in the email, the original email, is that there was a couple stretch out there we could pop off on, but
I'm just glad you did get to shoot those little baby hogs, or at least shoot at them. Or, I mean, I'm not glad that you chose to shoot at them, but that you just got to shoot a gun.
yeah. Shooting the gun was fun. I wish we'd have spent more time shooting it, even just back at the camp. Yeah.
It did make me want to buy a gun. My biggest takeaway from the whole thing was like, you kind of wonder how you're going to feel. This is my first time turkey hunting, for how you're going to feel to like take another life. Because it's like a serious thing, to like take another life. And I was like, am I going to feel horrible afterwards? Or is it going to be like no big deal? And to me, it kind of was like, because we ate it and it was like kind of like why we were out there, it wasn't a big deal to me. It was a big deal, but I wasn't like sad.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering, did that kind of break? Yeah, did you, like when you got home, you're like, man.
I was wondering if I was going to feel like that, but I didn't feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think nature alone, they kill each other. There's a food chain, right? It's like, they're not, nature, animals don't wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I'm not going to kill another animal if I need to.
And also I was in the back of my head, I'm like, dude, I get turkey toms all the time. Like, I get turkey tom from Jimmy John's 2 times, 3 times a week. How am I going to be out here feeling bad for doing like a dead turkey? It's like, dude, I'm killing more turkeys every week at home. Yeah. Some hot peppers, dude, on wheat bread.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. I love a turkey tom. Yeah, so that's a part of it, man. It's like this is what's, you can't be eating it, but then be upset that it gets killed just because you're not the one killing it.
Yeah, I almost think it's kind of better, maybe better to go hunt it. At least we went out, hunted it, killed it. We did everything the right way, and we cooked it up. We ate the whole bird. I got the feathers at my house. There's a big slab of meat still attached to them. I don't know if that's supposed to be there.
It's hooked on them?
Been putting salt on it. You saw that one that was in my house on the floor?
Oh, yeah.
There's still some meat on there. I've just been putting salt on it to make the stink go away.
Chew that bitch off. That's a fucking nugget, son.
Yeah. But I felt good about the whole thing. And I mean, Michael's awesome. And
I would go back.
I would go back.
There's
no,
some
you
gobblers
wouldn't.
out there.
You would not go back.
I would.
You would?
Yep. If we went back, if it was just a good group. This guy Cohen was there. He was a camera guy and also just a hunter. So yeah, I was just I think I was just so fascinated I didn't know people were so fascinated about turkeys.
There seemed a lot more to learn that we didn't learn. And also the other thing is, I think probably a lot of the enjoyment people get from it is Michael kind of did everything for us. Like we just sat there, which I'm glad he did because we would have not got any. We didn't get any turkeys as it was with the best turkey guy. Like if we just did it, we would have got nothing. But he did do all the hard work. He was running around and doing all the shit. So yeah, we were just sitting there with the guns.
Yeah, he wanted to make it. He made it as easy on us as possible. I think if you got to do a grenade or you got to do like a thing they step on the landmine and you lay it out there, some of that I would have enjoyed a little as well. I think, or I also, I've always wanted to fight a pig just with a knife. That's always been one of my goals.
The dreams are, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, to jump out of a chopper or something and fucking get a pig like that. That to me, it's just
the turkeys don't have anyone hunting on their behalf. You're out there and no one's going to kill you.
Right. It would be cool if the turkeys had a couple weapons too. Like say if there was a turkey, say if PETA, they're like, hey, instead of just bitching about animals over here with some poster board every now and then.
Yeah.
We are going to go out in the morning on behalf of the animals and set a couple of landmines out in the field.
Or you just know that every day, no matter where you are across the world, you're hunting. Every single day after their shift outside of Canadian Goose in New York City, they're going to take all those protesters, put them in a helicopter, and drop them with machine guns at one of the hunting sites. Yeah. You don't know if it's going to be your hunting site, but that day they could show up with machine guns and murder your ass. Just give you like some type of edge, like some type of. We were just sitting out there, kind of. I mean, you kind of go through periods of being bored a little bit. Oh,
and you can shoot anything else that's going running by. That's another problem. I feel like at a certain point, if you like when we didn't see any turkeys that second day. That's when we started popping off on those pigs. It was like, it's almost like anything else that shows up is going to get gunned down.
Yeah.
So, but it was, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was cool. I'd had a long week, so I was also looking to kind of rest and stuff. So, but it was good, man. I'm glad that we went.
Same.
Yeah.
I would definitely go again. I didn't know you would go again.
I would go again. If Cole went with us too, that was fun.
It's totally about the group you go with, 100%.
Sitting around telling the stories, laughing, all that was fun. Even sharing in the same room was fun. I said, when else do you get to do that as an adult? It's like you're back at like summer camp or something. You know, people stay up there just joking around at night.
Yeah.
You know, people are snoring. Some people are snoring out of their butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a lot going on out there.
Dude, you kept waking up in the middle of the night. You would like say like little words, and they were always just like super disappointed. You'd be like, you were sleep talking, but you just be like, oh man, oh crap. Like, dude, what happened, dude?
I'm just
worst
disappointed.
dreams ever.
Yeah, I was just disappointed in my sleep. I probably was at Hamilton or something. You know?
You just kept saying, oh.
Yeah, I was probably watching the Oscars. Yeah.
and then Cole, my buddy, his phone, like it was like middle of the night, somehow he turned over and his phone went on the floor. You went, oh damn. like you had just been awake all day. It was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
You guys both snored though, and I don't think I snored. I was sleeping if I did.
Well, okay, good. Yeah, lucky you, dude.
I didn't hear it. I turned on that white noise.
What else is, dude? White noise. White noise should just be like somebody just like helping their kid with homework. You know, it's just like things that white people do. You know, making a bundt cake. It's just an older couple listening to Willie Nelson on their front porch.
Saw a couple gobblers.
Oh, from a couple gobblers over there. Oh man, what else, dude? Good to see you again,
It
man.
was fun. Yeah, I haven't seen you since
All week.
every day. That's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, dude, I hope we have something to talk about. I guess we always something to talk about.
Yeah. What was your season's wrapped for Sundae Conversation? Yeah.
Yeah, we do like. So it's Sundae Conversations started as a segment on our pro football show, like Sundae Conversations, CBS Countdown, or whatever their NFL show is, and we just added it. Sundae Conversation. Glenny Balls eats a ice cream sundae. That was just the idea, a little segment for our show. So it ran during football season. So for the first 3 years we've done 3 years now, 3 seasons. We just ran it during football. But now I feel like it's kind of taken on its life of its own a little bit, where I'm not sure if people. I don't think people like do the math in their heads. It's like, oh, this is a football show. Mainly because we never talk about football, and the people who are on are pretty much never football players. So it's not a football show, really. And so now I'm just thinking about, like, do we really have to do it, like, because it's like 25 weeks or something in football? Like 25 weeks in a row of doing that show. I travel to the guests to make it easier on booking. So, like, you know, it's if they have to come to where I live in, you know, Delray, or if I was in Nashville, they had to come to Nashville. It makes it a lot harder. So I travel to the guests, so it's just a lot.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the show would be better, a better quality show, if we can focus on the bookings, get really good bookings, and just go to them, knock them out, and spend really good time on the edits and stuff, and then not have to worry about being, during only football season, 25 weeks in a row. If we just do it year round. Sorry, whenever we get a good opportunity to do it.
Right. So maybe just like it could be every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, just whenever the
it
next
could be
one's
back
gonna
to
come
back. I don't know. Maybe people will hate that. I don't know. I mean, there is something to being the same time every week. People can wake up to it. There's definitely some to it. But I'm kind of playing with the idea of just starting to release them as we can get them. But I don't know. I mean, that could be a dumb idea. I haven't tried it yet. That's kind of the direction I see it going.
Is it nice though to have like that break? It's like you have the time where you don't have to go. It's like you can know, okay, for this 12 weeks of my life, I'm going to go and capture episodes.
I do like that about football season, because I think about, like, this is my season. But the problem is like I get out now. So now I'm like in off season, but I have a job. Like, it's not off season. Like, I still have to be doing stuff.
What are you doing? You mean?
I
getting
shouldn't. I
gobblers?
work for a company. Like, I should be doing stuff still. Like, I can't just be like, all right, next football year. Like, I'll be training until then. Like, I take off like a week or something. Like, I should still be doing stuff.
Yeah.
And so, and I am. We're doing some different stuff, and me and you did something this morning. But I think that going away from just being intense about it, I do like that though. I think it's a good point. Like, it is fun to focus in on something for a long time, but and also, like, things get played out too if you don't. We've already been doing it a long time, and so I'm not worried about it getting played out. But I think to avoid it getting played out, like really making the episodes really good and really quality. And I think that takes a little bit more like thought and time than just like really every week just ramping them out.
Right. But you've had some, I mean, you've had amazing guests. You've had, how was that Drake? What was that Drake experience like going there? Did you go to his house?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And does he have like, how many front doors does he have? I feel like he'd have like a front door, and then if like somebody lets you into that one, but it's not even him, and you get closer and closer, and finally he lets you in like a real.
Yeah, we were in his house for probably 90 minutes or 2
what's the
hours
front
before I even
door like?
saw him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was an insane, awesome experience. He's my favorite artist ever.
Wow.
Ever. So like growing, because he's been around making like great music for 15 years. Since I was in high school. And they say that's your most, like your favorite music of your life is going to be the music that you heard when you were in high school.
Really?
They say that. I don't know who they are.
Yeah. Probably from Gobble or something.
But you know, like he just been like that guy for forever. I mean, I grew up, Lil Wayne was the best. Lil Wayne was like the GOAT, and he was the inspiration, I think, even for Drake. It's obviously, Drake says it. But so like Lil Wayne and Drake, those are the two guys. And so 15 years down the line or whatever, 10 years down the line, to be able to like meet him and like go to his house and like meet his kid.
But who answered the door when you got there? Not Drake, huh?
No. He has dude, his security is insane. Good luck, dude. I would like to see the fucking bussin' boys try to run up with their teeth in there with some guns trying to get that Drake, dude. Good luck. Dude, there's so many. He has the most security. Wow. You ever seen security?
Yeah, I've seen some.
Imagine more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. You're not getting to this guy. No chance. But
damn.
He was awesome. I mean.
And was there some chicks there with them breasts or whatever?
I mean, I'm sure there were. I didn't see them.
Wow.
They kind of kept us in the gym.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like there was a gym and it was like, if you got to use the bathroom, like you really got to go, you can go, but like you guys need to stay in the gym.
Oh, but otherwise pee when you leave.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was awesome. Like, and I was a little worried about it because he is kind of like, in my eyes, like this larger than life thing that I really love. Like I love his music. And so like you get worried. It's like, am I going to meet him? Is it going to ruin his music for me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
Like, is he going to be kind of like dick or?
Oh, yeah. Michael Landon was supposed to come to our town one time and meet people. And my mom was all excited and everything. And then he didn't show up or something. Or I don't know what happened.
It ruins it. I've had that happen to me before. So yeah. I was worried about it. But no, 10 of 10 experience. He could not have been. And he was super like into it too. Like before the episode, he was like, he wanted to do it. Like,
okay.
He was into the idea. He was throwing ideas out. Like, he wanted to put a son in it. Like, he was like, do you think it'd be funny if we opened up with Adonis, which is his son's name? He's like, would it be funny if everyone thinks it's gonna be me and then it's just Adonis in there?
And is his son walk into the room? Does someone bring his son into the room like on a little thing or like a little pallet or something? Like, how does I picture like somebody carrying his son on a pillow and setting him down in the room.
He walks into like his little juice box. He's so swaggy. His son's gonna be like, I wonder what will happen because I mean, like Michael Jordan's sons, they played basketball. LeBron's sons played basketball. Drake's son, I don't know, like, is he gonna be a rapper or is he just gonna be? He's gonna be famous just by nature of people are gonna know who he is,
right? Just
by nature of his dad. Like he has star qualities for sure just by talking to him. I mean, that's crazy to say. He's like 5 years old. He's like that 2-year-old turkey, dude. But I don't know. He was great. I mean, it's hard to like comment on a kid, but he was amazing. He was just a 5-year-old, like a pure little 5-year-old. Wasn't like jaded or anything yet. Like he's still talking about 5-year-old stuff.
He was
talking about like kids in his class who could read. He's like, I can't read yet, but they got some nerds in my class who can read.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Damn, dude. And what about, who else was I thinking about? Oh, what's something that people don't know about that Hasbullah guy? Like, what is like?
I don't think enough people comprehend that he's Muslim. He's like super religious.
Oh, really?
And so.
Now, what does that mean? Does he like when the sun comes out, he has to be in a certain position? What is he doing?
He's not talking to women. He's not photographing with women. He's not in bars. Like, he's in the United States for the first time right now. He has his visa for the first time.
Wow. So
he's in Vegas, and I'm sure, like, I talked to his people a little bit. I'm sure that he could probably pick up, like, insane bags. Just go to, like, the Wynn nightclub or whatever and just kind of get held up a little bit, maybe punch Steve Aoki in the face or something and get, like, $1 million.
Oh,
but he can't do it.
He can't do it. Why?
He's Muslim. So like he can't be around alcohol. He can't be.
Oh.
And he's serious about it. He's like a serious dude. He's 19. So he's like fully developed brain, very serious about life, serious about being Muslim. He's funny. He's like got a good sense of humor. He like likes to have fun, but he's like he's a devout religious person. I don't think people realize that.
And do they put him on a little rug and stuff every like hour and a half, or how does that work?
Dude, it's hilarious. Actually, what happens is girls will come up to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the most famous person I've ever been around, ever. And just like doing this job for however long, interviewing people who are like celebrities and stuff, you meet, you run into people, you hang out with people who are like famous. And you see people who have crazy followings.
Mm-hmm.
Hasbullah is by far the most famous person I've ever seen. When he walks through a place, it's like the whole room just like just come in on him. Everyone's trying to take pictures. Everyone's like wanting to get punched in the face by him. And I think it's because he looks, even if you don't know who he is, just by the look of him, you're like, that guy, there's something special about that guy. Because when I first saw him, I thought he was going to be like a dwarf, like a dwarf size, you know, like this tall.
Yeah.
But he's 3 feet. He's 1 football yard.
Wow.
He's this tall.
Oh.
He's got all that body and charisma packed into this size.
Damn, it's like a baby Snicker.
Yeah. Bro, think about this. Think about a kid like this big.
Mm-hmm.
You can just like hold him.
That's a gobbler, huh? Now think about this. What if you hid behind a bench in the mall and made some Muslim sounds, and then when he came around the bench, you blew him out?
That's insane.
It seems insane, doesn't it?
Dude, there's some people in Immokalee who would love to do that to a Muslim, bro.
Yeah, that's true, dude. Yeah, definitely. You don't have to drive far around there to hear the N word. Like you could be downwind of anybody in that area, you'll catch it. You know. Oh, there he is, right there. Oh, look at and he really is a handsome guy, isn't he? Let's see him with his hair blown out. He got his hair blown out there for a wedding or something. That fourth picture, Riley. Oh, there he is, right there. Oh,
He's a solid dude, and he hangs out. He's from this little village in Russia, and he hangs out with all his friends from his village, and that's his team. And they're all into UFC. You know, I don't know anything about UFC really, but I think they have like 3 or 4 of the top fighters are from his village, a small village in Russia. Dagestan.
Dagestan, yeah.
And so he's like boys with all those guys. Like, who's it? Khabib.
Yeah,
Khabib's like his neighbor. They might have the same last name. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's look up Hasbullah's last name.
Magomedov.
But is it Nurmagomedov? It's Magomedov. So it's not Nurmagomedov. I think you have to earn the Nur. That could
The
be
first question is Hasbullah a baby?
What? Crazy.
He
Genetic disorder called childlike trails. No,
that's not what that says.
that causes childlike traits. Sorry.
What no, what's crazy is the soccer player, another sport I don't know about.
What is it?
Maybe Messi, one of these top guys, has had the same exact thing Hasbullah has. I think, to my knowledge, it's like a very treatable disease. But you have to have the treatments when you're young.
And he wasn't able to get him.
He wasn't able to get them. So this soccer player, I think it's Messi, but it could be someone else, had that thing. They treated him, just did some HGH when you're little, and then he turns out to be like the best soccer player of all time. Wow. And then it's just like, can you get that dose?
Damn. Wow, that's fascinating. Yeah, because I guess, it's interesting. If you can get medicines or not. Getting meds, dude, it's always been an issue, getting a hold of drugs. But can he date women, or it's not allowed until he's married?
I'm not really sure.
Can you look up Muslim dating practices, please?
I know that some Muslims have multiple wives.
But can he even get started on his first wife?
I don't know. It's confusing. Maybe just start with a second.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you're right. Muslim dating rules. 5 Muslim dating rules and traditions you need to know. 8 Muslim dating rules and traditions you need to know. Yeah, click on that, brother. Be mature and old enough to start dating. That makes sense. Date with intention of finding your partner. No premarital sex. There it is, baby. You better stay off that gobbler till you put a ring on it. Single people need chaperones. Wow.
I think having a beard is important. I'm not joking. I think that's a big part of it. You got to have a beard if you're a man. It sounded like a joke. It's not.
It's part of it. I think you have to show your manhood, right?
Yeah, maybe.
It's interesting. Wonder if I'd be a good Muslim or not. I don't know.
You ever thought about doing it?
I think you have to be born into it, or you can just do it.
I think you can just do it.
Yeah. Huh.
Would you try it?
Maybe. I tried keto for I guess almost a month.
Mm-hmm. It kind of makes you smell bad, though, doesn't it?
Which one?
Keto.
Yeah. There's a little dose of your own medicine there. The sunshine continues to do its thing. It just every day that damn air ornament is up there just leaving its headlights on. So our friends at Shady Rays have you covered. That's right, with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair that I've ever worn. They have durable frames and extremely clear optics for outdoor adventures. And that's not all. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. Yep. Every purchase. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. Wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after your purchase. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. Wow. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code Theo for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. That's Shady Rays, SHADYRAYS.com, and use code Theo for 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. I just tried Gamer Sups. It's the best alternative to traditional energy drinks and sugar-loaded beverages. Gamer Sups GG Energy is a zero-sugar, keto-friendly source of caffeine that gives you the energy you need without worrying about a crash later. Sometimes you don't want that caffeine where you're doing well and next thing you know, you got to take a nap or you got to dang pet a puppy or you're not going to make it. The powder perfectly dissolves into water, and with 100 milligrams of caffeine per scoop, you can determine how much caffeine you want to have for your personal energy needs. Gamer Sups has lots of unique flavors like Blowhole Blast, Emotional Damage, Titty Milk, and more. A lot of these flavors also come in caffeine-free if you're just someone who wants to stop drinking as much sugar day to day. You can also get free samples of Gamer Sups on their website, but for the next 24 hours, you can use code TheoVon, no spaces, at checkout, and you will get free shipping. As well, for the first 1,000 people to order, you will get a custom TheoVon sticker. Claiming free samples is as easy as clicking on the link. Go to gamersups.gg/TheoVon and use code TheoVon to get free shipping on free samples for the next 24 hours. Were you or a friend ever injured at work? Were you compensated fairly if you felt like you should have been? It's a good question. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. With over $15 billion recovered for clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is so easy, it's more like using an app than hiring a lawyer. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/thispastweekend or dial pound law, which is pound 529 from your cell phone. That's FOR thepeople.com/thispastweekend or pound 529 from your cell. That's pound law. This is a paid advertisement. What else has we got going on, dude? He's he's the most famous. He's like Morgan Wallen almost.
Sheesh, dude. No one's like Morgan Wallen, bro. His numbers this week are I just saw it on Instagram before I came up here. His album did 472,000 streams.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that like the second highest was like 70. And they put together like the next 9 together, like the next 9 best from country artists, and they equaled or less than Morgan's.
Wow.
So it was like 70, 50, 50, 40, 30, 12. And it was less.
Well, he's like Elvis Presley, man. I don't think people realize. I wonder, will he be bigger than Garth Brooks was in his prime?
How big was Garth Brooks, you think?
I mean, he was big.
You think he was the biggest?
By far.
Brooks.
Because I think Garth, like adults were listening to him and they were playing him like at all the school dance. He was like, he had that breadth of the same thing that Morgan does,
Yeah. Top 50 songs in the Apple thing right now. He has 36 of them.
No way.
And his album has 36 songs, which also is insane.
Yeah.
36 songs on an album
That's a lot.
that's more than one album.
Yeah, dude.
That's albums.
I mean, look, how many words can you find that rhyme with Silverado? That's what I want to know. But he mastered it, man. It's good too, man. It's like at first you're like, oh, I don't know if I'll love that song. And then 3 days later, you're like just playing it on repeat.
I haven't took it off.
Last night she let the liquor talk.
Wait, do it in my Drake voice.
Last night she let the liquor talk. Oh, I think I saw some gobblers over there. Dude, everybody's like, even Chinese people are listening.
That's what I said. I said, who's listening to this, dude?
Everybody.
Who are 429,000 people? Who is that? Like, who is listening to Morgan Wallen? How are there that many people who even have access to? Like, DE probably would have liked them, but there's no way he has access to
No, DE doesn't have
Spotify, dude.
Yeah, I'm DE. He ain't getting any Wi-Fi out there, dude. Yeah.
No, sir.
I mean, he'll frisk you for some news right when you see him,
What did you guys talk about? You guys were in the car for like 40 minutes.
Well, yeah, when I went to sat in the car, it was just me and DE in there.
Wait, describe what he looked like. Just do like if you had to describe him.
DE, I would say he's kind of he's probably 60 to 66.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a good bit of sun on him. The sun knows him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The sun knows him, and he knows the sun.
What do you think he wears? I mean, we saw him in camo, but like, what do you think he would wear if he was going to go out for like a steak or something?
Still camo.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I mean,
Yeah. How would you like describe his like smell? Because you were in the car with him for a long time.
Oh, I think he's clean. He seemed clean. He seemed put together. He seemed. What did he say? We were talking about Adam and Eve, and that was it. He's kind of a biblical man,
dude. He had he. Okay, so we're at the house. I think you were outside.
Yeah.
And I was sitting inside. And everyone had been talking, and it was kind of a situation where we were all moving around, go inside, outside, take a break from the conversation, go back out. Because, we're talking about sometimes you walk away and you come back. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he walked in. I think he had just dropped this bomb on you guys, and he liked the reception he got outside. So he came in. He's like, I got to get out of there. They're talking about, they're going way too deep. And I was like, what are they talking about? And then he just dropped it on me too, but it was kind of a good point. He was like, all right, so the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
the Bible, you got Adam.
Yep, he did it to you too.
You got Eve.
Mm-hmm.
You got their 2 sons.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd all other people come from? Big talk. How do you get the Chinese? How do you get the Japanese? Blacks? Mexicans? Other people. That's what he asked.
And I was like, and then I was like, yeah. Wait, how did that happen? I looked up the biblical family tree, and it's Adam. You got Adam.
Yeah.
You got Eve.
Yeah.
You got their 3 sons. Where'd the other people come from?
Hey. Yeah, where'd you get that next gobbler? You know what I'm saying? Riley Mal, you might know. Riley, are you I'm going to put these on real quick. Riley's a biblical man, aren't you, Riley?
I am.
Yeah, and what do you know about that, Riley? Where'd they get the other people?
What other people?
Like us. Or
Other people between now and the Bible. Like, if Adam and Eve had 2 children, they're both men.
well, they had 3, and one of them got murdered
Yeah.
by the other one.
Yeah. Damn. That's pretty crazy. So how did other people get created?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Amen.
It's
baby.
something I had never thought about.
Yeah.
Because I was raised, I mean, I've come from a Christian household. Just something I had never thought about, that dynamic.
I never thought about it either, man. It's interesting. How did they get all the other people? But we may not ever know. But we're here. But yeah, it was interesting how many people love Morgan Wallen's music, man. They had, even like Chinese people are like, last night we let the liquor talk. Like everybody's listening to it. Hey, homie, last night we let the liquor talk. Everybody, dude. Like people you wouldn't even think, man. A guy is in a coma. Everybody's fucking listening.
He's got the juice, bro.
There's just,
He's making good music.
oh yeah.
He's got a great voice, dude.
There's
And what a hard album to follow, dude. Dangerous was the best album ever.
I think it was brave to come out and do an album immediately after that.
I would have quit, dude.
Yeah.
Or at least on 30 songs.
Yeah.
You know? Like to come out after Dangerous, had to follow that up with the pressure so high.
I know.
And then my first thought was like, yeah, well, this kind of sounds like Dangerous. And I was like, Dangerous is the best album ever.
Yeah, dude. It's funny because even when I heard Dangerous, I went with Morgan and his band. They were playing it at one of his producers' houses. They were playing it the first time I'd heard it. And I was like, I don't know. Some of them, And then like a week later, I was like, it's the best shit ever. It's funny how it just, I don't know. It's hard. It takes you a little bit to get to know a song.
Dude, I ever told you a story about Luke Combs?
Mm-mm.
I feel like I told you this before.
You might have.
Stop me if I've said this before.
Okay.
But so whenever I was, me and Luke went to high school together.
Okay.
He was an offensive lineman. He was a senior when I was a freshman. So I played on the varsity as a backup quarterback. And then he was a senior offensive lineman. So he didn't play much, and I didn't play at all. And so we would sit and talk to each other on the sideline, just kind of.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen you guys. I haven't seen y'all, but I've seen guys just like y'all on TV a lot.
It's like the guys who know they're not going in, so they're getting really comfortable.
Yeah.
And they're really digging in their heels and having a good conversation. Like, that's what we were doing. And so I always kind of was good friends with him as much as you could be from a freshman and a senior. And so he goes on to App State. And my dad died when I was really little. So when I turned 21, I was at Carolina. I got a Social Security. So I got I can't remember, like $40,000 or $50,000, and just kind of hit my bank account.
That
And I was like,
gobbler.
yeah, I got that gobbler, and I had never had any money ever. And so it was burning a hole in my pocket. I was like, I got to spend this immediately. I was like, I had to get rid of this money. And so I hit up Luke. I was like, what can I do this? I want to invest it. You're 21, you got half a brain. You're trying to figure out how to finance the rest of your life, make some huge business move.
Ask a 21-year-old.
And I was like, dude. So I hit up Luke. I was like, and he's making all these videos. He's singing at App State. He's on the local TV. I remember seeing him on the local TV.
Was he doing well at that point?
He wasn't doing anything besides he was singing at the local bar, and he had a Facebook. This was when Facebook was big, and he was posting his videos. He had this incredible voice. And I was like, bro, you could be something. You could be something. I hit him up. I told him that. And Chase Rice went to our high school too, and he was already doing it. So we kind of had that glimpse of, oh, this could really happen for somebody.
Wow.
Because Chase had done it out of out of our high school. And so I told Luke, and I was like, man, I would love to. I got this money I'm trying to blow, basically. And I was like, I would really like to like figure out a situation, like to invest in you, like in your career, dude. Because I think you're gonna be like, you could do something. You just need some money. He's like, for what? You know. But so, anyways, we're like trying to talk about it. We're like, how would it work? And he's like, well, let me send you some songs I'm like working on. And I have the email exchange still. And he sends me like 3 songs. And I listen to him, and I've got this like cocky 21-year-old. I'm not being cocky, but you know, you just think you know everything. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, I don't know. I sent him back some notes. I was like, I like this one, but maybe we could do this. And
we could do this.
I'm financing it, bro.
Oh, yeah,
he does whatever I want him to do, dude. Anyway, so he sends me these 3 songs. Long story short, nothing ever happens of it because it's impossible to just give someone money. And like, what am I gonna get? Like, what if I got like 10% of his career earnings? I wouldn't be here. I know that. But anyway, so basically fell through the cracks. And I was telling that story to somebody like a couple years later. I was like, I'm gonna go back and find those emails. Bro, I went back, and by the way, my notes were like, this song, maybe not it. This song's pretty good, but maybe you could use a dip, blah, blah. Like an idiot. Don't know anything about music. Never played an instrument, sang in my life. And then he probably thought I was an asshole. He didn't say that. He probably was like, this guy's a dipshit.
Yeah.
I go back, dude, all 3 records were number 1s.
Oh, really?
It was like When It Rains, It Pours. It was like his first 3 number 1s, and it was just sent them to me. I was like, yeah, but
Last night we let the liquor talk. Okay, that's all I'm saying, bro. Everybody's listening to that shit, dude. So, dude, you're obviously not a good judge of music, bro.
dude, the older I get, the more I have 0 good qualities, bro. I have 0 good qualities. I'm like, damn, dude. Can you imagine, though, if that would have worked, if I could have figured out that business deal?
I was born with a beer in my head. That's all I'm saying, bro. Everybody is listening to Morgan Wallen. That's all I'm telling you, bro.
Sheesh.
That's all I'm telling you, man.
And I went to a Morgan show, too, in
Arlington you went.
In Arlington. It was like, I think it was one of his first stadium shows, if not his first one. And it was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
So good.
Not to like gas it up more than we already have, but like the show itself is like an amazing show. I thought it was over like 25 times. he literally finished. He did like 10 encores. It went 4.5 hours.
Oh, it's the longest show.
He was still there. People have left. People went home. He was still singing.
Yeah, dude. He sang in different voices, dude. By the end, he's just up there like, last night we let the liquor talk. Okay. That's all I'm saying, bro. He goes through it all. It's a great show. They're playing stadiums now. They just went to Australia last week. And the coolest thing is it's him, Hardy, Ernest, and I think Parker McCollum. So, my God, dude.
That's so fun. And
all right, how about this? Marry, fuck, kill, right?
Okay.
No, those 4 guys. Is this gay? This already seems gay.
Well, first of all, what we're doing with the last one, I'm going to do that with McCollum.
Okay, McCollum's out?
Yeah, because I just don't know.
You don't know him?
I don't know him.
Okay.
I would marry Ernest.
Oh, yeah. Because he's blonde?
I feel like he's funny. I feel like he might be like, he would be someone you'd be happy to be married to when you're old.
Right. Yeah. You'd be able to laugh and stuff your whole lives together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would probably kill.
Ooh.
I would probably kill Morgan. Because you don't want to fuck him, dude. Like, imagine how many people have fucked him.
That's true. That's a good point.
That's crazy. I'm not getting in that line.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I would get with Hardy for sure. And then also Morgan's music has definitely put me on to Hardy, who's another awesome artist.
Yeah.
Who I've been like just listening to his songs more than probably anything else recently.
Yeah, I've been listening to I'll listen to a lot of those guys, and even Florida Georgia Line were in my top 5 last year for that Spotify, whatever, that thing that comes out. Wrapped. And then I went and saw this chick, Jessie Murphy. Have you heard of her?
Mm-mm.
She's from Huntsville, Alabama.
Dude, we were at the show in Fort Worth or Arlington. And so I went to see Ernest Bex. He's opened up for Morgan. So I went to see the show, go see him before the thing, and he's smoking a joint on his bus. He's got all his people, they're all smoking joints on the bus. He's like, you want to smoke? I was like, okay. I took a puff of their weed or whatever. And was literally just immediately like, you know that feeling, like I don't know if you've smoked weed before, but
yeah,
you get to that, like I'm there. Like I got there pretty fast. And then we were kind of sitting on the bus. We're all kind of looking at each other. I could see it in his eyes too. We're like, oh, wow, like we're there. And then we walked off. I was like, bro, I don't know how I'm going to do this concert. Like we got 3 hours of music. And I'm supposed to be out here talking to people. And I'm kind of like, and then.
That's what Ernest said?
And that's how I was feeling after I walked off the bus. Because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this concert. And so I get to our seats. And me and my friend are saying the same thing to each other. We're like, dude, this is going to be a long night. And then we see Ernest go up on stage and perform. Like, dude, how is he doing that, dude? I can barely stand here and listen. He's up there fucking singing. He crushed, too.
Yeah, dude.
That's a different type of cat. Yeah, I would marry him for sure.
It's a bad day for love, but a good day for flower top. That's all I'm saying, bro. Everybody loves their music, dude. Oh man, yeah, bro. It's an exciting year knowing that they're going to be out touring, knowing that there's a possibility to go see them because it is fun. I went and saw them at in Nashville, and it was amazing. It was amazing, man. Who was a tough guest to have on your show? Who was there a guest you're like, man, this is just it was hectic, kind of, or it was tougher?
We never, I would say almost without exception, everyone's been pretty awesome. Some of them are more business, like some of them are more like, a lot of them are just hangs. Like usually we get there, whether they've seen the show or not, you know, we'll shoot it and they'll either have already seen it and they kind of have a feel for who I am.
Yeah.
Or they like it. They think it's funny and they think like it was a good experience. And so we'll just end up hanging out. Like we shot Michael Irvin during COVID. And I'd never met Michael Irvin. He didn't know us from Adam. But we shot the video. We all laughed so hard together. We ended up just hanging out on a Friday night watching like shitty college football like for like an hour.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how they most are. Some of them are more business. Like some people they're in and out, which those are the ones that are kind of.
Right. You don't get to know the person as much.
It's a good video, but like for me, I like the actual experience, like getting to meet the people and hanging out with them. So like I prefer those ones. But like even Drake, he's like, we finished like 10:30 at night. And he was like, what are you guys doing for dinner? And we're in Toronto. It's like a Tuesday night and there was nothing open. It was only McDonald's. We were actually planning on going to like have a celebration at McDonald's. He's like, oh no, it's all open a restaurant for you guys. Or like whatever. I'll keep a restaurant open for you guys. He like called some restaurant. We show up, it's already closed, and they're just like,
wow.
Yeah.
Like Drake Shack. It says Drake Shack when you get there on the sign.
Yeah, he was the man. And
what about Stephen A. Smith? What was that like?
He was hilarious. He was kind of in and out, but he was doing like a press tour. He went on every show.
Oh, he did.
He went on like every show that's ever happened. He was on like doing like local newspapers. He was like promoting his book. He was on like the women's shows, daytime talk. He was like in a sitcom series. He did my show, Part of My Take. So he was running through the gauntlet, but he enjoyed it. People just like doing stuff that's not the everyday cookie cutter, I think.
Oh, for sure. I think it's one thing that's interesting, even just about like new media and stuff, is that the shows are different. That's what was so cool about Hot Ones, I think, when it first popped off, you know, is that it was just a different way of having an interview. It was something interesting.
And he's so good at interviewing too.
Stephen A. Smith?
Sean Evans,
yeah.
He's a master. Interviewing. He's a master.
He is like very much like a sensei, you know?
Have you met him?
Yeah.
I feel like he might be the best just in terms of just interviewing somebody and getting researching, delivering his research and turning it into, it's not just about like, I know this extra stuff about you. It's like he takes what he's learned, informs the audience of like some background stuff you didn't know, and then weaves it into an interesting question that the guest enjoys answering. Because that's what makes a good show is like people like to be on his show, I think. Oh, you've done his show.
Yeah.
People like to do his show because it's like he gives them interesting things for them to talk about and think about.
Yeah, it was cool. It was. It was like, oh, this is fun. I'm enjoying kind of thinking about my own life here.
Yeah, I think he's the best.
Who is what are some upcoming guests? Because I know you guys do it by kind of seasons here. So what are some upcoming, like would you get Biden or Trump on, you think?
I think they would be hilarious and equally the funniest episodes of all time.
Yeah.
And I would do it if Biden would do it and Trump would do it and run them like what, back-to-back weeks. So no one's like, you lib or whatever,
Right,
whatever
no one's
it
taking
is.
a political side on
I don't want it to be political at all. And that's the problem though, is like, I know so many people, Dave has said this, Dave Portnoy, who I work for at Barstool. I think other people have said it, like, I know it happened to Elon Musk. It's happened to Joe Rogan. It's happened to the dude from Nelk Boys. Steve will do it. Like, you just watch people kind of get involved with something that could even be construed as political. And then all of a sudden, dude, you got canceled. Like, not canceled in terms of like the fake cancel, but you got like newspaper articles being written about how you're a terrible guy. They're digging up dirt from your past. They're talking to every person who doesn't like you ever. Like, it's happened to all those guys. Like, is it really worth it for that funny moment to like have your whole life dug up?
Right. And especially even, it seems like if you go after if you have conservative people on, then it's definitely more likely to happen, probably.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Which is crazy, but yeah, that just kind of is what it is.
Would you do it?
If you want that smoke, I've gotten all like, we were thinking about trying to have Tucker Carlson on, and so I think like, I don't know a lot about him, but so I'd maybe like to get to know more about him as a person, So
I'll say this, my grandma, she watched Fox News every night, like religiously.
And
like
what
that.
happened to her? She passed away?
She passed away.
Oh,
She got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and when she got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, Tucker was doing a lot of stuff with Barstool at the time with Dave. Dave was going on his show a lot, and so I knew people at Barstool knew him. I never met him. I still have never met him, but I said I would really like to do something nice for my grandma right now. And so I asked our booking people, "Do you think there's any way Tucker Carlson could like? I know it's a crazy ask. He's probably busy and whatever, but like worth asking. Would he like make a video for my grandma?" And he made this video and sent it to me. It was like a 2-minute video, just being so nice. No, she didn't remember it at all. I don't think she even knew who he was. But like just the fact he did it, it's like, they're people too, It's like, I know people hate him or whatever, but
last night,
dude, you lost.
let the liquor talk. That was your grandmother, sorry. She told me to tell you that.
No. But yeah, anyways, just like for people who hate Tucker, I don't know him, but I don't watch his show. And I've seen it, and I don't watch it on purpose. Okay. But nice guy, or he did something nice. At one point,
nice.
He at one point did something really nice for me and my family.
Yeah, I think sometimes I just think like, I don't know enough about politics to get if I'd want to get that deep of someone who's that on one side of it, but.
Well, that's what I do. That's what happened to Dave. He interviewed Trump.
And then they started coming after him. The sex tapes came out.
That's when you saw all the sex tapes.
Yeah.
That's when the New York Times writes the article. That's when Business Insider writes the article. That's whenever he starts and it hurts his business. And like, you can say like, Dave, I really don't think he cares about people's opinions.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares, but it hurts the business. It's not good. And it hurts your relationships. He has got a girlfriend and he's got all this crazy stuff coming out.
Yeah.
So it's just maybe not worth it. But to answer your question, I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, man. Yeah, I think it would just be interesting to get to know who that person is, The good thing is I don't know that much about politics. I have some of my own thoughts and feelings, but I don't get into like a lot of listening to a lot of the points of it, and
Right.
I just have my own thoughts and feelings about what I think about, I guess living and being in a country and being human in the world. Riley, what are some different Morgan Wallen songs? Pull up the top 10 right now. Pull up the top country 50 right now.
Pull up the top 50. I mean, you can do country, but like he's everything 50.
Really?
So when I was I had Morgan on my show.
Streaming. Yeah.
When I had Morgan on my show, they sent me like a press release, which I didn't use because my questions don't like go off that. But I read it over. His last album was the number one longest. Is the longest at a number one of any album ever, or something similar to that. Number 2 was Adele, and number 3 was Bruce Springsteen. And Morgan Wallen was longer than them.
Yeah. He's he's the Elvis Presley right now.
I'm excited to hear Luke's new album too.
Yeah.
Because he is. I think if Wallen's 1A, I think he's 1B.
Oh, Bailey Zimmerman's going to be on that tour with him as well. Oh, there you go, right there last night. Thinking about me. Thought you should know. Yeah, I wonder who else would be a unique guest for you to have on. Maybe that guy that killed those, like a murderer or somebody.
Yeah.
You think you could get a murderer?
Ray Lewis?
Maybe BTK, one of those guys or something.
I would take Jameis Winston would be my number one. I actually want Beetlejuice the most.
Dude, how great is Beetlejuice?
He would be my number one. And I've been trying to get him.
What happened?
Well, he like lives in Georgia. And he just is in Georgia. Like if you go down there, you can see him. Like he's in a town. He like goes to the store. People know where he's at. But
Fuck him. Yeah. I'll beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Dude, they would ask about anything. You're like, hey, your grandfather's dying. Like, I'll fuck him up. Beetlejuice don't give a damn, dude. They're like, hey, what do you think about Mike Tyson? I'll fuck Mike Tyson. I'll fuck him up. I'll fuck him up right now. You don't give a fuck, dude. They're like, Beetlejuice, we heard that Beetlejuice was talking shit to you. Like, oh, fuck Beetlejuice. I'll fuck that guy up. I'll fuck him up. Fuck him.
He's my number one by far.
Get us some Beetlejuice clips. Get on the YouTube.
Oh,
right
dude, this
there.
gonna be a rabbit hole for us. And Jameis Winston's my number one NFL player.
What happened? Let's talk about what happened with Jameis Winston while Riley Mal's looking this up. What happened to Jameis Winston last year in the NFL?
He didn't play. I don't think.
There must be some bigger reason, and this isn't talked about, why he didn't play over Andy Dalton, why he played 2 weeks and then didn't. I mean, they never put him back in.
What do you think?
Something must have occurred because there's no, Andy Dalton is mid, right?
Yes.
He's ask any Cincinnati fan. He was there for 9 years.
Right.
It was mid the whole way.
Right.
How do you get there's no way you don't try Jameis Winston at some point.
But I mean, do you feel like just in there, do you feel like they had seen Jameis and they're like, we kind of know what we're going to get?
But I mean,
I don't think a lot of Saints fans are like over the top about Jameis.
Oh, I think tons of Saints fans were like, why would you not take at least he's at least going to be higher or low. It's like,
at least it'll be exciting.
Right. It was the most boring, mundane, safe bet season ever. Something else must have happened. There was no reason at some point.
I don't know. It could be like a contract thing. It could have been like he's going to be up for a renewal. Maybe they wanted to keep him. I don't know. Maybe
they talked to him. Maybe he's like, look, I'm out of here after this year. You guys are moving on.
Yeah.
Let's just keep me. I don't know.
Maybe he's like, I don't want to play.
Could have been it.
Don't play me.
Right.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
No.
Thought you should know.
Quit it.
I don't want to play. Sorry. Thought you should know.
Dude, but being backup quarterback, best job in the world.
Oh, so good, man.
Pick up a few mil, just sit there. Everyone loves you.
People love
Shoulders
you.
hurt a little bit, probably.
From what?
Just shoulder pads on the sideline.
Oh, I thought you meant from keeping your hopes, from holding your hopes
Holding
up.
your hopes. I think you just get rid of those things. You just get that cash, sit there, never get hurt, don't take any hits, don't have to really practice that hard.
Yeah. What do we got? Beetlejuice right here.
Oh.
This is Beetlejuice the movie, Riley.
Maybe Beetlejuice Howard Stern maybe would be a good.
But how do you not know what we're looking for right here?
Dude, Riley said he could do 150 push-ups right now.
Well, I'm not. He's never mastered, but he's never ejaculated in his life.
Yeah, probably could do more than that then, huh?
2,000. Riley Mal, what do we got going on? What's in the news over there, Riley? Put these on if we can get it. San Francisco reparations, $5 million. What is this article? Go down to the document, Riley. Let's zoom in a little. Payments of $5 million to every eligible black adult, the elimination of personal debt and tax burdens, guaranteed annual incomes of at least $97,000 for 250 years, and homes in San Francisco for just $1 a family. These are some of the recommendations made by a city-appointed reparations committee tasked with the thorny question, what would it take to atone for centuries of U.S. slavery? Dude, I'd do blackface in a heartbeat and move to San Francisco.
Wait, so is this this is someone that said, this is someone who said, what would it take to basically make up for slavery? Or this is someone that said that we should do this?
They want to do this in San Francisco. They want to give $5 million to every...
There weren't even any slaves in San Francisco. Dude.
Great point.
They don't even do it.
Dude, that's a fucking great point.
San Francisco literally means no slaves.
Yeah, it means without Francisco, dude.
They're acting up.
Wow. That's true, man.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I see where they're coming from.
Oh, yeah, I get the understanding, but it's like, yeah, I think, dude, you're going to have a lot of people dyeing their skin and moving over there. Okay, yeah. Bro, I would definitely, dog, you're going to have, I'm putting tannins in. I'm doing everything, bro. I'm taking collagen blockers, whatever I got to do, bro. I'm drinking ink. I'm fucking getting in, dog. Yeah.
Dude, I would do slavery. I would be a slave, dude, for a year or something.
Oh, bro, sign me up, dog. I would fucking, yeah. I'd move to Florida and work for somebody, dude. Yeah, I would do some time, bro, to get in.
This was the $97,000, $5 million. How many dollars is it, dude? Forever? For 250 years, I'm not even going to be alive.
Bro, it sounds like Beetlejuice answered the question. $3 million, $97,000, $1 per family.
Everyone gets it for you get it for 250 years.
Damn, bro. It's going to be interesting. Do you think, though, that after the 250 years, families would be like, okay, they're just going to, how easily after that are they just going to be like, all right, cool, we're cool with not getting that money? No. People would want to continue to get that money.
I think they would do it and then be like, I don't know, that we could probably, I don't know, but I'm over it yet.
Right. Hey, we need another 10 years, bro.
Yeah, let me really digest what's been happening. Yeah. In 250 years, dude, there's not going to be a planet.
Yeah. See, maybe they know that, and now they're trying to. That's probably what's happening.
Dude, $97,000 250 years from now is going to be like a Coke. What if you got to keep it, but it was like the lottery and you didn't get it until you serve your 250?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it keeps building up in an account somewhere. I don't know if this, I mean, look, I don't know. But yeah, I think you can't, how do you know if somebody was part of slavery or not, or if their family was?
In San Francisco?
Yeah.
They weren't.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think you got to come east a little bit, maybe at least Tucson.
Yeah. Like what? I respect, ultimate respect.
What else we got, Riley, in the news? Tarpon Springs man, this is around by you, isn't it?
Probably.
Arrested for placing camera inside men's restroom at We Spy Coffee and More.
We Spy Coffee and More.
Yeah, and Tarpon Springs arrested 31-year-old Spy. Listen to his name, Spy Ryden. Yeah, so if he's fucking.
Dude, what do they want him to do? His name's Spy Ryden at the Spy store. What exactly do you think this guy's gonna do?
Yeah, dude.
It's a spy store.
Yeah. We Spy Coffee. What do they do at the place, Riley? Come on, get us into the stuff. Placed his phone in the bathroom under the sink to record men he found attractive. Oh, he was gaying. The defendant advised
Dude, imagine you walk into the bathroom and then this dude walks in. He's like, sorry. Picks up his phone. He's like, nah, dude, you ain't cutting it. Not to me.
Yeah, dude. I ain't filming this beat, dude. Right?
You wash your hands walking. He puts it back and walks out behind you.
What else we got? This doesn't do it for me, Riley.
Wait, can we do one thing, Riley? Can you just type in We Spy Coffee and More and let's just get a look at the place?
Yeah, that's a good call.
And I just want to, we'll just see what the more is maybe.
Yeah, what is it? Go click on the business over there on the right, Riley. Florida Sponge Coffee at We Spy Coffee and More employee arrested over spying. Hey, look.
Okay.
You can't get upset if you go to a place called We Spy Coffee and More and somebody spies on you in that bitch.
Dude, that was a setup. They got his ass. That's a frame job, dude.
Hey, Yeah, dude. They got a gobbler over there. Thought you should know. I thought you should know, dude. All right, let's get it. What else we got, Riley? What you got? What's going on with you, Riley? We haven't checked in with you in a while. Riley Mal. If you guys have ever met each other, Caleb
this
and Riley.
is my first time meeting him. So the first thing that we said to each other was, hey. And then he said, while you were gone, he said that he took a lot of pre-workout. So he's on pre-workout right now. And he could probably push out 150. I said, there's no way that's true. But I didn't know a thing about not ejaculating ever, which I don't believe. And I'm not saying he's a liar, but I just don't believe it.
Sounds like you're saying that he's a liar.
Dude, one time I was in, one of the things we did early in my career, I was had so many ideas.
Yeah, well, like what happened?
One of my interns at the time, he was an intern at Barstool, wasn't necessarily mine, but he was a young fellow at Barstool. We saw how long he could go without coming. And so basically the rules were no sex, no masturbation, no doing anything that mentally will excite you to that point. You basically just have to live your life as a earnest and faithful man, and we'll see how long you go before you just come. And he went 21 days.
Wow.
In his sleep. So your body comes all the time. Is that true, Riley?
Yeah, Riley, give us an update. You and I haven't checked in a while either. Riley, give us an update, and I hate to just get right into your sexual nature, but when the last we checked, you'd never ejaculated. Is that honestly what you're saying?
That is true.
And where are you at now with it?
Still haven't.
But Riley, and if Theo's not going to do it, I definitely don't want to do it because we just met.
I'm not coming him or whatever.
And same. And I'm not trying to come him either.
Okay.
I don't want to come him either. But have you ever woke up and then you had done it in your dreams or something like that?
No, not that I could think of.
What do you mean that you could think of? Have you ever woken up and it seemed like somebody had, shot a scene of Ghostbusters in your pants?
No, not really.
See, and I find it tough sometimes to believe him, but
That's what you did at that hunting trip. Wake up, you look down and damn.
Thought you said no. Oh damn! Somebody shot a gobbler. Couple gobblers in there.
Dude, we got to get a turkey sound and just drop it in throughout the episode.
Okay.
There's in dead moments where there's no sound.
Riley, what's the most? So, how's the dating life been for you? What's been going on, buddy?
I've been getting out there more and more, but still single.
And he's not going to burst or nothing until he's wedded in wedlock as part of his religious affiliation. Is that right, bud?
That's correct.
Man.
So that's part of if you're doing Christianity, probably Muslim, the main religions, I feel like that's part of it. So do you feel does it make you nervous, Riley, to be to just think about just that you might do it and get married and then get nervous that it will not go how you want it to, or how do you want it to go the first time?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's gonna, I'm gonna be nervous and, nothing's gonna.
Yeah. And what? Sorry, go on. I
mean, it might not be as, what I hope, but, we'll see. It may.
How much do you think is in there?
In him?
It's a long time. How old are you?
24.
Yeah, how much do you think is in there? Can you feel it?
Oh, at least one of those medium ice cream cup things.
No, I don't feel it.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to say. We don't know each other.
But you can ask. He's very open about it, and we've discussed it over the years, is that he's waiting for God. Do you ever just pray that God touches you in your sleep or anything like that?
I don't.
Do you feel like you are carrying it extra? Do you feel like your body has stopped? Your body is tuned into what you're doing, and it's all right, let's just shut down the production of this stuff for now until we got a wife? Or do you feel like it's still making it? And if so, where do you think your body's holding it? If you ran out of room in your testicles or wherever it is, where do you think your reservoirs are?
No, I just don't think about it. I don't really have any urges. It never came across in my mind.
But in your mind, what are you talking about? Surely you think about women and stuff, yeah?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Okay. So, but then how do you prevent it from getting to that sexual space where you're thinking about pleasuring yourself or rubbing your body on the carpet until you ejaculate?
It just never gets to that point.
Do you think it's because like you have good self-control, or do you think that you were just blessed with like a unperverted disposition, so you just got kind of lucked out, basically?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of both.
That's the part I have trouble believing sometimes, and I don't mean I'm not calling you out about it, but do you feel like dormant? Do you feel like your wiener is dormant?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn, dude, well, that's fucking crazy. I mean, but how are you going to get? I mean, how are you going to take that into a marriage?
I don't know. It'll probably just happen when it happens.
Do you worry that when it does happen, it will be too much? Like you just held so much of it over the years that it will just be, when it does come out, it will be so much.
Yeah, like you're going to have to call the manager or whatever.
Oh, probably, but I mean, that might be a good thing.
Oh,
jeez, dude. How many kids do you think you're carrying in your body right now?
Oh, geez, maybe 6.
6? I ain't shit. Damn,
bro.
dog. You're like a dang semen mule. Well, that's crazy, bud. What else? So have any interesting dates recently, Riley?
Kinda. I have a friend that's been getting me out there more, meeting other girls at, random places.
And if you had to describe these girls, like what type of women, like what ethnicity or something, give me one word to describe them.
Mostly white. Very cute. Blonde, brunette. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you worry about meeting someone and like you meet the woman that you really like, kind of woman of your dreams, and then you think it's the one, but then at kind of the last minute she pulls out like, "Hey, I want to see if this volcano goes off." I just want to test it for if it works, because maybe she doesn't want to give me go into a lifelong commitment just to make sure that the.
Yeah, say you meet some bro and she wants to cum you up a little before you guys get hitched. What do you do? What will you say?
Man, I would probably.
Can you do that or you can't?
I don't know. I never really thought about that.
Well, what do you mean? It's like, what are your rules? Like, can you do it or not? Like that's what I'm saying, buddy. I just, you know what I'm asking him?
Yeah, I think the rule probably is just no, can't do it.
Damn. Man, well, it's amazing. I don't know anything that hasn't ejaculated in 24 years. Except for him.
Well, he has.
He has never.
He has.
You think he's lying?
Yeah, well, because it'd be harder to say that if he was in this room, but since he's in the next room, I can tell you he's lying.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to say it to his face, but he's lying. And Riley, I don't mean that like that you've done it to yourself or anything like that, but I do think it's science.
Yeah.
That your body will do it, and that was our experience. Our experiment at Barstool was, his name's Robbie. We said, when will Robbie's body do it itself?
Yeah.
When will it release itself? If Robbie's not going to do it, when will it release itself? And it's
it did
21 days.
Oh wow.
So I think it's around that. I think you can carry it for about a month before it does it in your sleep.
Yeah.
That's what Kevin Gates says. He does it all the time in his sleep.
Really?
Because he's a semen retender.
Oh yeah, he's zemed out, he's edging or whatever.
Yeah. And so he said all the time he's just waking up just sticky pants.
A lot of guys are doing that deficus edging or whatever, where you don't
Poop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just try to go as long as you can or whatever. That's how Elvis Presley died. He'd retained so much defecate in his body.
Did you hear the thing about the plastics in our waters are making our taint smaller?
Mm-mm.
Dude, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, do you think that because there's the area between our butts and our balls are getting smaller and smaller because there's plastic in our water.
Ours all. Even hearing yourself say that sounds really crazy.
But I was just thinking, dude, what if we could figure out a way to reverse it and expand the taint and get it up here?
Yeah, I love that, bro.
You can tell how someone's health just by how tall their balls were.
Dude, I thought about getting my balls completely taken off, right?
Yeah.
So it's just all wiener, no balls. Imagine that, dude. I bet chicks would dig that if you're like, hey, it's all dick, no nuts, honey.
Can you imagine looking at that?
Yeah, but still, I think it seems so much more aerodynamic, you know?
It would look so good.
Oh, it'd be like a Lamborghini down there, you know?
But sometimes I feel like it's like a nice like little bed, kind of like a hammock almost.
Yeah, for your wiener.
Resting. Yeah, it would just have no friends, no one to hang out with, and your penis would end up, not to be gross, end up getting in, touching your butt.
Oh, that's a good point. Now you're talking. Yeah. That's true. You'd have a lot more propensity to maybe do self-gaying. You know?
Dude, you get out of the sauna, you got your blood flowing all of a sudden. You don't even know what's happening, dude.
Some guy's in class, he's just shoving his wiener into his butt for no reason, just because he's bored. Yeah. Hey, Randy, what are you doing back there? Like, my bad, man. It's killing time. They thought you should know. What else we got, Riley? Any more news or what?
We've got.
What about? I want to get Glenny Balls to come on here sometime.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
And you said he's a very interesting man. He's an Italian man.
Yeah, he is actually.
And he has an OnlyFans show, right?
Yes.
And it is more about talking with OnlyFans women.
Yeah.
Do you think he is going to end up in some type of pornography, or do you think it gets to that sort of a slope, or
His best case scenario
is that he ends up doing porn?
I just don't know what he wants out of it.
Well, sex, probably. I'm sure he's meeting a lot of women.
And they all want to bang him,
Mm-hmm.
and he says no.
Oh, he's saying no.
He won't do it.
Because it probably is a conflict of work.
I guess it's a business thing.
Right.
Got to stay professional.
It makes sense.
But now, because he says no, all the girls, it's like a challenge. It's like, who can be the OnlyFans model to take down Glenny Balls? It's like an award. It's like a gobbler.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a horny guy.
Is he?
Yeah, I love him.
God.
Dude, okay, this is a weird thought.
Yeah.
Do you feel like horny guys are more fun to be around, even though you're not trying to fuck them?
That's a good question, dude.
Sometimes I feel like being around horny guys is fun. It's just like, this guy's amped up right now, dude.
This guy's fucking fired up,
Dude, it's like, I'm bored, but this guy he's got natural energy. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this guy's spruced up. Well,
And I'm not saying that's how I feel. I'm just saying, do you ever feel like that?
Look, what do you say to people who say?
What do you say? People say it's fun to be around horny guys.
I don't know. I don't think. I will say this: once guys get married, there's less kind of like that energy is, they're more excited, I think, about getting out and getting drunk and stuff, but they don't have that same, like, they can't do sex anymore.
It's like a vitality, like people have that natural energy. It's kind of like,
Oh, it's definitely fun. A lot of times, though, it's like my buddy and I used to go eat sometimes, and if there weren't any cute girls at the restaurant, he'd be like, let's leave and go to another restaurant. Sometimes it's a little too much, you know?
Yeah, and then also you get like kind of how Michael Waddell has that like switch where we had a fun time turkey hunting both days, but the second day after we've been out there 4 hours, we're like, all right, let's go home and eat. And he said, all right, I'm going to stay here and kill a turkey. You guys, hey, I'm going to kill a turkey. Sometimes you get that with guys too, like, okay, but like I was serious about this the whole time. It might be fun for you watching me get horned up, but I'm serious.
Yeah, it's like almost like Antonio Cromartie with having kids, when other people are like, hey, man, good game today. We're going to fly back on the team jet. And he's like, I'm going to stay in town and have a kid. What else is going on, Caleb? I don't know when we'll see each other again.
Dude, we've seen each other enough.
Yeah,
dude.
you're right, man. Yeah, you're right about that, dude.
No, you're coming to Florida.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's right. I'll see that on there
Like 2
next
weeks.
week.
2 weeks. What did you think about Florida? I kind of I'm starting to think about a recruiting strategy to get you out of Nashville down to Florida, just because I like to make people do things that I do in life. Like I was recruiting people to Nashville. My lease was about to be up in a month. I was trying to get people to move here.
People get in town like, where are you? Like, I moved.
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked it, man. We were down near like Jupiter, Boynton Beach, kind of, you know. It's it's nice. You go outside. There's a breeze. The beach is right there. You go out and you feel the Lord just licking at you. And I don't think that happens, you know. Nashville is nice. It doesn't have that beach. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that energy in the air where it just feels like everybody's there for a good time.
Yeah.
That's one thing that happens in that's more at the beach, and it feels a little bit healthier probably down there.
I think it's a lot healthier.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff here is like, you know, people are drinking. It's a big drinking culture, golf. So I think you have a lot of those things.
Dude, there was a moment in my recruiting. I was still early, I hadn't thought about my strategy, but I was trying to tell you that people in Nashville are drinking too much and you need to move to Florida. And I ran the math in my head. I was like, well, that might not be my best pitch.
Yeah, dude, Florida's
Meanwhile,
like,
everyone's fucking hammered. They've got suntans. Would you say your response was like, yeah, at least these guys are gonna get cancer or die. At least these guys are not gonna live for. I don't remember what you said.
Yeah, there's less cancer in Nashville. Yeah, I don't know what, but it's definitely very peaceful. It's nice. What else? I'm trying to think of being so general about it. Oh, I can't wait to go back at least and have another experience of just a relaxing experience. You know, I think I'm gonna go for a few days before the that UFC in Miami.
This is my best pitch so far that I've thought of that makes sense. In Nashville, because I lived here for 6 months, so I know what it's like. When you get to that point in the day, maybe it's the afternoon, you kind of already did your work, or maybe you got some more to do, but you're kind of tired, you need to take a break.
Okay.
What are you doing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Nashville? What are you gonna do? You want to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe go out to the lake over there and go run or something.
You're not doing
anything.
You're not doing that, dude. You're not. You're not doing that, dude. You asked me today. You're like, "Hey, do you want to go on a run?" And then before the podcast, I was like, "Sure." And then you're like, "Yeah, I don't really want to do that." So let's just fucking not do that. I didn't want to do it either, to be honest with you. But I was like, I guess that sounds fun. You're like, nah, I don't.
Yeah, that fell apart fast, boy. That shit fell apart fast, dude. Bro, what do you think about this? Do you think a lot of gay men go in the military just to meet other men and just pretend they want to fight?
Dude, my massage therapist in Florida, I just met her. She works with all my friends who were like athletes and they like need massage therapists. And I just started going just because I'm kind of bored.
Yeah.
And she was in the military, and then her next job out was fake prostitute. So she just was, I don't know. How far do you think you have to go with a guy if you're fake prostituting before you catch up, like before you throw up the badge? And do you think they believe you if you're butt naked in there? Do you think, and they don't have the badge to show you, think they even believe you?
Well, yeah, what if you forget your badge at home that day? You're like, fuck, you're just fucking some dude. You're like, you're under arrest. Well, dude, we were fake prostitutes out of the turkey hunt.
This is exactly what we were. Dude, it was literally, turkey hunting is literally like being like a strip club or something like that. And then the girl comes up to you and she's like, hey, you want to get this private room? And you're like, I don't know. How much is it going to cost? Like,
it's cheap.
They talk you down. You're like, I don't really want to do it, honestly. Like, I'm not trying to do that. It's not why I'm here. And they talk you into it. You get in there and they blow your brains out.
Yeah, the second you walk in, dude. Yeah, the second you walk in, there's like 7 other dudes standing there with erections, and then they blow your fucking brains out.
Oh, God.
Thought you should know. And it's just everybody fucking starts singing Thought You Should Know. And then they blow your brains out. That's exactly what turkey hunting is, dude. You hide behind like some ferns and shit, right? It's like behind 7 ferns without Zach Galifianakis, right? So you hide behind a bunch of ferns. You make a bunch of sounds like, hey, don't you want some of this cooter? Right? Hey, don't you want some cooter, buddy? Hee, hee. You just make sounds of like tits just beating against each other, just random tit sounds. Then when somebody finally comes around the bush to see them, a bunch of dudes stand up and be like, "Thought you should know," and they fucking just blow your fucking brains out. But it was fun, man. It was fun. I think we've probably covered a lot, huh?
I don't know.
I know. Riley, anything else you need to talk about? What's on your mind?
Dude, Ryan, I'm sorry about what we said earlier. I'm feeling bad about it.
I'm not. Someone needs to figure out. We've long wondered what is the reality of it? And people say it a lot. Is Riley really, how real could this be that this man refuses to ejaculate in a very ejaculatory world?
Yeah, no, it's 100% real.
Do you feel like your joints work better and stuff like that? Like,
I feel
I'm just
like
wondering,
it, yeah.
where's it going? Because it's going somewhere. Because like you're a human body.
It's all backing up in you. Like your whole body is full of semen.
How much food can you eat before you're full?
A lot.
But do you fall and like cut your leg and it feels so good? Like what's coming out of you? That's what I wonder.
When you bleed, like, is it white?
No, it's red.
Damn.
Sheesh.
I feel like he's not giving us much information. Do you?
I mean, it's a sensitive thing to talk about. I understand
Yeah.
why he would not want to give us information, particularly me, since I don't know him. But it is interesting because it sounds like he's lying.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Riley. Am I making you uncomfortable?
No, not at all.
Okay. Would you tell Caleb the truth?
Yeah, that was 100% the truth.
Will you tell me the truth when after Theo leaves?
I will.
Okay.
Will it be the same truth you've already told him?
Yep.
Thought you should know. I don't know what else we have, Caleb.
Dude, know what's crazy?
What?
Is like, I don't know how long we've been going. If you started Morgan Wallen's album before we started and you listened to our whole podcast, it would still be going.
Yeah, that's true. That's how long it is.
The bitch is 5 hours long.
And you'd still be listening to number ones. That's the crazy part. We're like Morgan Wallen stands. Are we stands for Morgan Wallen?
I love him.
Yeah.
I love his music. I've met him enough times to think he's a cool, good guy.
He's really funny. I don't know if people get to see that side of him very much.
And fuck, bangers, dude. He just, you know what I've been seeing a lot recently is like his clips of his like earlier life are starting to circulate.
Oh, really?
When he kind of looked like Keith Urban a little bit. You seen that? He had a different type of haircut.
Yeah. There's videos of him. I know when he was like auditioning and stuff for different shows where you see.
I wonder how he feels about that now because, look, I mean, at the time he was probably really excited to be on The Voice. It's like a big opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wonder if he looks back at it like I shouldn't have done that, or if he thinks it like helped him.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think one thing we don't realize is all little things have a play in where we are, whether we want to admit it or not.
Right.
Because they affect how you also then want to do things.
Right.
It may have said him, I don't want to, I want to do my own thing more. I don't, I like some of this, but I don't like a lot of it.
If I would have never done that experiment on Robbie Fox with the coming, I would not think he's lying.
Right.
But since I did that experiment in my life, I know for a fact that he's coming at nighttime. Or even worse, or more liarish during the day. Right now. I don't even know what he's doing right now.
I know, dude. Well, Riley's kind of a smaller in stature guy. How tall are you, Riley?
I am 5'4".
And so how much semen, I mean, he's like Hasbullah. He's like this guy. You got a lot in you, man. Oh, God. It'd be beautiful. I think a lot of older gay men would pay to watch him come the first time. As sad as that is.
It's kind of like Glenny Balls now with so many girls. Like, since he's not, and he's out, and he's, I don't want to spill his information, but he's active in the community, but not with this group of women,
right?
These OnlyFans women, to my knowledge, and he could be lying as well about that. But that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So it's like a pride thing for these girls. I think like they're gonna see who can do it to Glenny Balls. And I think the same could probably be said about a lot of your listeners, male listeners, with him.
Yeah. Or female. I mean, I don't think but I think there's a lot of men out there that even straight men that would probably pay to watch him do it the first time.
I would pay to know how much it was, just to know. Someone just text me the number of inches or it filled up in like a water bottle. Do you feel like you pee sometimes in the car, and then you're like, I'm gonna pee in this water bottle, and then you fill it all the way to the top. You're like, oh, I got to cut the stream off, or something. It's gonna come out the top.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if it would be the same thing.
You just got to kink the hose and get another water bottle. Almost like when they're taking blood and they have to do that thing and then grab the next one.
Yeah.
Damn. How much you think you got in you, Riley?
Probably a lot.
Oh, damn, bro.
Gross, dude.
That's gay, dog. That's
You're being
gay.
gross.
Now, we could do this. We could have a thing even for charity where we get people to guess a number, like how much little hectounces or little kilo ounces or whatever it is. And whoever gets the closest. But you can't do it for your own religious purposes. You can't. That's why you're not masturbating. Is that right, Riley?
Correct.
Okay.
This is a question as old as time itself.
Sorry about this, man.
Yeah, this is insane. The question is old as time itself. The question usually is, would you kill one person to save 1 million people? You have to murder one person, but you know that it saves 1 million people you'll never see. But if you don't murder that person that's in the room with you, those 1 million people, although you might not see them, they're going to pass away. Would you fill up a water bottle to save those 1 million people?
I would probably not.
You would let them die?
I mean, I don't want to kill a man.
It would be 1 million of them, and children and women.
Well, that's not my problem. I'm not killing them.
That's a good point, dude.
Yeah.
He's just not masturbating. That's his rules.
Facts. My
Damn,
bad.
he
My
stands
bad.
by
My
his
bad.
rules.
My bad. That's good.
Caleb Pressley, what else we got, man?
Dude, I don't know, but I do have to pee a little bit. How
I
long
gotta
have we
pee
been
too.
going?
We go on for how long? Like probably an hour and 45 minutes, Riley?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I think we can probably finish it up here. I don't know if there's anything else we need to talk about.
I'm trying to think, too, if there's anything that we did that we could talk about.
Would you ever have like Will Smith on your show, you think?
Will Smith? You think I should? I don't know. I think about it kind of like there's some guys who, not that I don't like Will Smith, but like,
Would it fit?
it's not going to be a good episode.
Right. You can't really go for like, it doesn't really fit in like what is like publicity.
You got to have people who have real reactions and
Yeah.
are real.
Yeah.
Some people have just been famous for way too long. And they're too good they're too media trained. I don't know if I would have The Rock on.
Yeah, it's too media trained, huh?
It's too media trained. It's like, what are you going to get out of The Rock?
Yeah.
I would have you on again. Would you ever come on again?
Yeah, I think I would like to go on again. You know? I was supposed to come and help roast Morgan when he came on your episode.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
That would have been good. He doesn't even know that.
I know he doesn't. Let's don't tell him.
Yeah, he won't find out. Dude, honestly, I just have to pee so bad that I don't think I can think of anything else.
That's fine.
I'm like feeling like I can feel how he feels.
Yeah.
All the time.
You want to get something to eat?
What time is it?
I don't know, 4:30.
Let's go get something to eat.
All right.
Should we do like a last thing or like a send off or like a apology to Riley?
Yeah, I think maybe we can just say, Riley, we appreciate and respect whatever journey that you're on. And are you going to be okay no matter what?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And are you okay if other people are sexually active? Do you have judgment against those people?
No, they can live their lives as they please.
Amen, brother. I mean, it's crazy to be out there and be like, and to be doing it. You know, I'm very envious.
Riley, do you think, I mean, obviously Theo or, some people think, there's people out there that think that's fun to hang around horny guys. Do you think that?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you find it more exciting to be around horny guys?
Would you rather hang out with a horny guy or a guy who's kind of maybe just thinking about something else?
Probably a horny guy.
Yeah.
Why?
It's more fun.
Yeah.
Why?
I just feel like they would be more fun than just a guy that's, well, like me.
No,
Riley.
I mean that's not.
Yeah, buddy, you're doing good, man. That's a myth.
Also, I think that I'm going to choose to believe what you're saying. Not that it probably means anything to you.
No, I appreciate it.
But I think that I personally feel like we've put you kind of through the litmus test of every question you could think of, and all of your answers. All your answers hold up, kind of like if you.
Yeah.
None of your answers contradict one another, which I think is a good sign.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Caleb, for sure.
Yeah, and I think in the gay community, it's called a cinnamon cookie or something if somebody's never ejaculated. Do you fear that you could be involved in the gay community, Riley?
Definitely not.
Okay. And not fear, but is it, have you thought
Are you
about it?
scared for your life? Yeah. No, you telling the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
I do want to look it up, though.
Yeah, we'll investigate it, man. But look, in the meantime, love you guys. Caleb Pressley, thank you. This is probably the last time you'll ever be in Nashville, unless we come back to fight those busting with the boys dudes.
Hey, that's you, dude. That's your journey.
What?
Those are my friends.
Are they?
Huh?
What?
I love those guys.
You
and
told me they had beef.
Huh?
You told me they had beef.
Y'all got beef, man.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I would definitely stick up for. I would just be there. I would be like the mom at that Kelsey Super Bowl.
Oh.
I would cry and then celebrate.
But then who would my tag team partner be then?
Riley, probably.
No, I need somebody that's got that gun. I need somebody that's, well, actually, no. Good question. All right, boys and girls, let's go get something to eat, huh?
Yep.
All right, Caleb Pressley, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, probably won't see you I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Dude, the funniest thing was you're like, when we were driving at my house, I was like, I live right here. You're like, oh man, it's a nice spot. 2 seconds later. So where do you live out here? Oh, right over there. Oh yeah. Nice.
Hey, bro. That's what's going on, baby. That's where we're at, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, dude. I think that this
Don't use your name. I'm just saying. Dude, that's all I'm saying. Michael Waddell, thank you for the hunt. Caleb Pressley, thank you for being here today. We'll see you guys next time, baby gang.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take